Hopefully you can see what's going on with my feet there. When we're in the lunge position, we can tend to have the toes facing straight ahead, or we can have the toes facing out like this. When we do this, we are externally rotating through the leg, the knee. Okay, that's where most of that action occurs. Externally rotating. However, there's another reason and possibility for the foot to externally rotate, and that is if the knee is horizontally abducted. Okay, horizontally abducted, usually with a little bit of external rotation as well. So external rotation, horizontal abduction, points the knee out away from the midline, and the toe usually follows it. Now, sometimes we try and correct that. We try and bring the foot in line, and it doesn't work. It doesn't feel comfortable, so people inevitably fall back out into a more comfortable position. We can see another thing happening sometimes in some people, and that is that the knee comes in like this. In this case, we are horizontally adducting and we are internally rotating through the hip joints. The toe can be pointing straight ahead, or the knee can be pointing to the midline. In this case, this is what was talked about in that karate article. We get the knees pointing in and kind of collapsing in on ourselves. Okay, and that just means that the hips are not controlling the location of the thigh, mostly. There can be other stuff that goes on. But in this case, when we've got this action happening here, notice that relative to the knee, the leg is externally rotated. External rotation, lock it in, we get external rotation. So there's still external rotation going on through this foot, which mostly occurs through this muscle back here called rectus femoris, one of the hamstring muscles, creates that external rotation in a bent position. It attaches from the hip down to the knee, causes this action and this action and this action. It's a very complex, very important muscle, and it's connected to some of the other muscles that run down the outside here in the way they develop when you're an embryo. It's all very exciting. Something that we have to keep in mind is that the hip muscles, some of them also attach across the knee. So if there's problems with the hip, it's probably going to result in problems down here, lower down later on.